Hello there guys, and welcome to another Forza Horizon 5 video on my channel. The Horizon 10-year anniversary update has now officially ended, and we are greeted with the Series 14 update of Donut Media, which brings us another Horizon story, the Donut Media story, some brand new cars, well, one brand new car and 3 recycled cars from Forza Horizon 4, and of course a new festival playlist and a bunch of new seasonal events to get stuck into. This week it is the summer/wet season in Forza Horizon 5 Donut Media, and we have some new rewards up for grabs. There are 63 points available in this season, and of course in this video we'll be working through all of these challenges from left to right, giving you tips, tricks and tunes in order to complete them very easily and get yourself the rewards. As always, we do have ourselves some seasonal rewards, and for this week we have for 20 points the No.100 Lynk Co 03. Now you might remember the standard Lynk Co 03 Plus that we got added last month or the month before. This is the touring car version, and that's for 20 points. And then for 40 points we have the exclusive and hard to find Ascari KZ1R, which is a brilliant S1 class road car as well. And of course, we also have ourselves the series rewards for the Donut Media update. There are 250 points available in the whole series, and for 80 points we have the Ferrari SF90 Stradale, the epic hard to find exclusive supercar, and for 160 points the other hard to find car in this series, the Alpine A110 from 2017, which arguably is less appealing than the SF90. However, that is for 160 points across the whole series, so that is progress from all 4 weeks of the series. Finally, I just want to say that of course now with there being no Series 13 Horizon 10-year anniversary, the temporary Horizon festivals will no longer be on your map, and also the Evolving World PR stunts that were there the whole of last month will have now disappeared as well. So if you forgot to do them like me, then you won't have got the accolades related to them. However, they'll probably come back at some point, as you know, the developers are very good at recycling things. Let's get things started then in this week's Summer Festival playlist with the monthly events. These events, as suggested by the name, last across the month, so it doesn't matter which week you complete them in, the points related to these will be added on to each week in the series, and then the total points available will be added on to the series total, if that makes sense. First up in the monthly events is the Horizon Story Donut Media at Horizon. It will get you 12 points towards the series total and 3 points towards each week's total, and also a Pontiac Firebird T8 Forza Edition. All you need to do to complete this is earn 15 stars on the story by getting 3 stars on each of the 5 chapters, and it's very simple. All you need to do is complete all 5 chapters. You'll automatically be forced to complete the first one when you first beat up the game after the update, and then the following 4 chapters you can complete whenever you want in the series, whether it be in summer or whether it be in any of the other seasons. Doesn't matter which season you complete them in, all you need to do is complete all of them, and then the story will be completed. Next up in the monthly section we have the monthly rivals at the Playa Azul circuit and the Forza EV rivals at the Horizon Mexico circuit. Both of these will get you 4 points towards the series and 1 point each week, and both of them require you to post a clean lap to complete. Okay then, so to post a clean lap, all you need to do is make sure that your lap doesn't have an exclamation mark next to your time. If it does not have that, then that means it is clean. All you need to do is basically avoid using rewind, avoid hitting walls, and avoid missing checkpoints and getting reset. They're basically the 3 requirements to get in a clean lap. You don't actually have to beat your rival, so even if you don't beat your rival, once you pass the finish line with a clean lap, just hit quit and it will complete it in the festival playlist. Very, very simple and very easy to do. Of course, at the Playa Azul circuit you'll be driving the new Lynk Co, and at the Forza EV you'll be driving the Razor Tachyon Speed. Now we move on to the Forzathon event section of this week's festival playlist, containing the weekly Forzathon challenge, the daily Forzathon challenges, and of course the Horizon Forzathon shop, where you can spend all of your hard-earned Forzathon points. We'll start off with the weekly #Forzathon challenge, which is called Up to Speed. It will get you 5 points towards the festival playlist and 80 Forzathon points, or double that if you own the La Casa Soliguera house. That house comes free with VIP and gets you double Forzathon points in any Forzathon related event, including Horizon Arcade, where of course you get Forzathon points for completing each round. The first chapter in the Up to Speed Forzathon challenge is called World Rally Experimental and wants you to own and drive the 2004, not to be mixed up with the 2005, Subaru Impreza WRX STI. As you can see here, this car can be bought from the auto show for 28,000 credits or around that in the auction house. I would just recommend sticking with the easiest method, which is of course buying it from the auto show. And if you want a tune to use, which isn't of course compulsory, however it is highly recommended, I have one shared as seasonal zone under my gamertag Shylo 2017, and it is A-class, made for rally/road/cross country. Once you're in your Subaru, you can move on to Chapter 2, Born to Win, which wants you to win a dirt race in your Impreza WRX STI. All you need to do for this is go to the map, filter to dirt racing, and then pick your favourite dirt trail or dirt scramble or any random one and complete it. I'd highly recommend steering away from EventLab blueprints, as sometimes they don't work and can sometimes also bug up your treasure hunt if you use a blueprint for the Forzathon. Once you've won your dirt race, Chapter 3 is called Gold and Blue and wants you to simply take a photo of your Subaru Impreza. For this, simply head anywhere on the map, maybe to one of your favourite photo locations or where you currently are after your dirt race, and just simply open up photo mode and take a photo with your Subaru and anything else in the background. Very, very simple and very easy. And finally, Chapter 4, it's Turbo Time, wants you to earn 3 stars at Trailblazers in the 2004 Subaru Impreza. Again, filter to Trailblazers on your map and pick one of your favourite Trailblazers and try to get 3 stars on it. It doesn't actually say that you have to get 3 stars at once or as a total, however I'd highly recommend picking a Trailblazer with a low 3-star second mark and then trying to achieve 3 stars in one run to complete it. Once you've done all those things, you'll have completed the Up to Speed Weekly Forzathon Challenge and you have yourself 5 points towards your festival playlist and 80 or 160 Forzathon points. Next up is the daily #Forzathon challenges. These appear every day at 2:30 PM GMT and last for 7 days each, meaning that the majority of them will cross over into the autumn season. If you have any issues with any of these as they pop up throughout the week, do not hesitate to contact me on Xbox, Discord or use the YouTube comment section on this video and I will happily reply and help you out on your challenge that you completed. In terms of this week's wet season Forzathon shop, I'd recommend the Apollo IE and the Mercedes AMG G63 MG 6x6. However, if you've got some spare Forzathon points lying around, you might want to buy the Donut Media black jumper or the So Cute emote so that they don't pop up in wheel spins, so that you get better rewards in wheel spins. With 2 sections already in the bag, it's now time to move on to the seasonal events section, starting off with the trial. Okay then, so the trial this week is called Bumper to Bumper. It will get you 10 points towards the festival playlist and a 2012 Lamborghini Aventador. The restriction for this week is A-Class Anything Goes, and it is road racing, starting off at the Reservario Sprint. So make sure that your car is capable of road racing and is not built for dirt or cross country, or you'll have a terrible time. Also, do remember that the trial is only available to Hall of Fame members. If you want to check out my Hall of Fame guide, which I made near the start of the game, that will tell you how you achieve Hall of Fame if you are new to the game. And also, this event is a co-op event, meaning that you will need Xbox Live Gold, and it involves a team of 6 versus a team of 6 driver tars, where you have to try and get as many points as you can against the driver tars by overtaking them and hoping to beat them on the points total in a best of 3 battle. My best car suggestions for this week for the A-Class Anything Goes trial are the 2013 Audi RS4 Avant, the Cadillac ATS V, which is tuned by Wolf, I'll leave his gamer tag in the description. Then we also have the 2018 Honda Civic Type R, tuned by Dobra. Then moving along, the Lotus XZ from 2012, the standard Lynk Co 03 Plus, not the touring car version that we're getting this week in the festival playlist. And finally, the Nissan Silvia K's Aero from 1998 for those who have a bit more skill and want a bit of a challenge with a rear-wheel drive build. Now we have another EventLab feature, this time from Turbo Totoro, if that's how you pronounce his name, and this event is called Your Dog, I Heard You Like Dirt, #1L. and the description is "Nobody got time for that. The 1-lap version Mud Scramble." It will get you 3 points towards the festival playlist and a builder's outfit clothing reward, which I'm fairly confident that nobody really cares about. I can't really tell you much about this event apart from the restriction because I've never done it before and I've no idea what it involves. However, I can tell you the restriction, as I said, and that is A-Class Sports Utility Heroes. My best suggestions for the EventLab this week are the 2021 Aston Martin DBX, which is only available to car pass owners. Moving along to over here, we have the 2017 Jaguar F-Pace S, which you might recognise from last week, the Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk from 2018, and finally the Mini John Cooper Works Countryman, also from 2018. All of these tunes are made by me and are shared under my gamertag Shylo 2017. Now we have ourselves the season's PR stunts. There are 2 of them this week, and as usual I'll be showing you gameplay of me completing them as well as a basic rundown of the event and what it requires. First up we have the Eagle's Perch danger sign, which will get you 2 points and a super wheel spin, and which requires a restriction of S2 class anything goes. And the seasonal objective for this one this week is 430 metres in your S2 class vehicle. For this one I shall be using the 2019 Rimac Concept 2, however you could also use the Hoonigan RS200 Evolution, the Porsche 918 or any other S2 car that is pretty fast.
You have arrived at your destination.
Nice. Very nice. Wow. Yay! And we did it. The second and final PR stunt of the summer season is the Pazzo Inferior Speed Trap, which again will get you 2 points and a super wheel spin, and again the restriction is S2 class anything goes. This one is an off-road speed trap and requires 160 miles per hour in your off-road S2 class vehicle. For this one I am lining up near the road to this danger sign here in order to get a straight line up to the speed trap ahead, and I'll be using the Hoonigan RS200 Evolution as it is the best off-road vehicle in my opinion in S2 class, but again the Porsche 918 and the Rimac are also capable of completing this, just with a bit more poo coming out of your bum when you're trying to get over the bumps. And across the line, first attempt, and thank God for that, because that was definitely needed after our slip up on the danger sign. Moving on from the terror of the PR stunts, we have ourselves 3 seasonal championships. These are automatically locked to highly skilled driver tars, and they can either be completed in solo or co-op. As a brief overview, if you're completing them in solo at the start of the championship, it will mark out each of the races for you in that championship on the map, and they will be in a white seasonal colour rather than the red seasonal colour, and you'll need to drive or fast travel and complete each of them races in the championship. If you're doing it in co-op, it'll automatically fast travel you between the events with your friend or any random person in a stream or in your lobby, and it works in the same way as the trial, and in that it is a best of 3. And you have to try and get more points than the driver tars in each race. The first championship then is called Boost Creeps. It is street racing and it will get you 5 points towards the festival playlist and a Dodge SRT Demon from 2018. The restriction for this one is B-Class Retro Sports Cars. I have 3 suggestions for this championship this week. 2 of them are Mazdas and 1 of them is a Nissan. So first of all, we have the 1990 Mazda Savannah RX-7 and then the 1997 Mazda RX-7. And finally over here, the Nissan Skyline GTR V-Spec 2, aka the R34 GTR from 2002, which is a full grip build. All of these tunes are shared under my gamertag Shylo 2017. Next up on the championship agenda is the Wheelhouse Seasonal Championship Cross-Country Racing, and will get you 5 points towards the festival playlist and a Mercedes AMG C63 from 2016. The restriction for this one is a great combination, as usual from the developers. It is C-Class Vans and Utility. As usual, I will be providing you with some funky tunes, and this is the first of them. So the 1965 Ford Transit, which is an all-wheel drive power build, and then the Holden Sandman panel van from 1974 if you're wanting a bit more of a realistic build. Both of these cars and tunes are shared under my gamertag Shylo 2017. And the last championship for this week is called Buff Horses. It is road racing, and again 5 points towards the festival playlist, and this time a Ferrari 488 GTB as the reward. The restriction for this one is S1 class Ford Mustang, so anything that has any relevance to a Mustang, including the Shelbys and the Formula Drift Mustangs, are included in this, as well as the Mach-E as well. Remember, even if a car doesn't start in the correct class of which is restricted by the championship, you can either upgrade it up to that class, or even if it's possible, downgrade it. So if you're wanting to use cars such as the RTR Spec Mustang or the Mustang GT from 2018, which start in A class, you can always upgrade them up into S1 class. My suggestions then are the 2016 Ford Shelby GT350R and the Ford Mustang Mach-E 1400, which is stock, so that isn't tuned at all, but it is actually quite good with 1400 horsepower, even though it's a drift car, surprisingly good on the road. Now we have ourselves the challenges section. This contains the Treasure Hunt Photo Challenge and Horizon Open Challenge. First up in this section is the Treasure Hunt, the new car show. It will get you 3 points towards the festival playlist and 100 Forzathon points once you smash through the treasure chest. The treasure clue for this one is as follows. The modern 20s are the ultimate time for donuts, and basically this means that you need to get in a car from the 2020s, which is of course 2020 to present, and then perform an ultimate donut skill, which is basically an ultimate burnout skill, which is basically just a really long donut. All you need to do for this then is hop in any car from the 2020s and perform an ultimate burnout skill by doing yourself a massive donut. So I've gone with a rear-wheel drive car because it's going to provide me with less traction. I picked the 2020 Shelby GT500, which has got very ungrippy tyres and is of course rear-wheel drive, which is going to help me do the donuts. And then all I need to do is full lock the car to the left or the right, and then just hammer on the throttle, and we'll get ourselves an awesome and ultimate burnout treasure challenge complete. That is literally all you need to do. It is not very hard at all. If you for whatever reason prefer to do a massive burnout by feathering the throttle, then be my guest, but that is by far the easiest way to do it. Once you've done your burnout, you'll see treasure challenge complete like you saw on my screen, and then you'll have this orange/pink circle pop up on your map. It works the same way in way the barn finds work, except you will not be trying to find a barn, you'll be trying to find a treasure chest within this area and then going ahead and smashing it. At this point in the video I do have to give a spoiler alert because I am going to show you the exact location of the treasure chest, so if you don't want to know where it is, if you want to do it yourself, then go ahead and do that now and find it, or skip about 30 seconds in the video so that I don't spoil it for you. Once your circle has popped up, it might be beneficial to you to head back to the festival playlist, and you'll see that the image has changed to give you a clue as to where the treasure chest is located. Our big hint in this one is that there is a sign saying Estadio, which means it's probably by a junction, and if you know the map well like me, you'll know that where this circle is, there is the famous Cloverleaf Junction, so it must be somewhere around one of the junctions on the Cloverleaf kind of motorway junction. Okay then, so this is what it looks like on the map at the very south of the Cloverleaf motorway junction here, and from in free roam it looks like this. So you can see the Estadio sign there and the Play Brazil sign there. All you need to do is simply drive and smash through it, and you get yourself 100 Forzathon points and 3 points towards the festival playlist. Next up we have the photo challenge #pop-up headlights. It wants you to photograph the 1988 Mitsubishi Starion ESI R at the Hotel Castillo. This will get you 2 points towards the festival playlist and the pop-up Forza Link reward. The Mitsubishi Starion can be bought from the auto show for just 20,000 credits, and I've created a nice Stunts rear-wheel drive tune for you if you want to make your car look a bit better, and I've also applied Dobra aka Andrew 9565's lovely livery onto it. I'll leave his description, gamer tag in the description. For those of you that don't know, Hotel Castillo is actually one of the purchasable properties/houses in Forza Horizon 5, and it's located just to the north of the Guanajuato city. It actually gets you the perk of a daily wheel spin every time you play Forza Horizon, so it's a really good purchase. However, I do believe it costs 5 million credits. If you're new to the game, you might not be able to afford it. So all you need to do is head there and take your Mitsubishi Starion up to the Hotel Castillo and take a photo. Here is a quick example of what a perfect photo, or one that qualifies, will look like. Finally, for the challenges section, we have the Horizon Open Challenge, Drifting and Donuts. This wants you to earn 20 drift or e-drift skills in any Horizon Open event, and it'll get you 2 points towards the festival playlist and a 777 Corvette Formula Drift. All you need to do for this is head over to the online tab in your pause menu into Horizon Open and pick any of these: Open Racing, Open Drifting, Playground Games or Custom Racing. It would of course be easier to pick Open Drifting, so head into one of these events and get 20 drift or e-drift skills in any drift car in any class. Our final section in this week's festival playlist is the Hot Wheels event section. As usual, we have a PR stunt and a seasonal championship. If it isn't already obvious, these events are only available to those who have purchased the Hot Wheels expansion. This can be purchased separately from the Microsoft Store or as part of the Premium Add-ons bundle. And of course, if you do not own this Hot Wheels expansion and you're going still for the 100% achievement in the festival playlist, if you do not own it, it will take that into account and it will minus the Hot Wheels event points from your total and still give you the achievement if you complete all of the other events in the festival playlist. However, it won't work if you own the Hot Wheels expansion and just choose not to complete these Hot Wheels challenges, so that is the criteria for that. The seasonal PR stunt on the Hot Wheels expansion then is called Forest Flume. It is a speed zone and it will get you 2 points towards the festival playlist and a super wheel spin. The restriction is S2 class, anything goes, like with the PR stunts on the main map, and I'm going to suggest the same cars for this one: the Hoonigan RS200, the Rimac Concept 2 or the Porsche 918. Those cars pretty much work for any PR stunt in the game, and hopefully will get you it completed. This week's Hot Wheels Seasonal Championship is called Joy of Cars. It is on the speed circuits and it will get you 5 points towards the festival playlist and a BMW iSetter. Bit random there, but we'll take it. And the restriction for this one, similarly to the PR stunts, is the S2 class, anything goes. So I'm going to repeat myself again: Hoonigan, Rimac or Porsche 918. And that is it for this week's summer/wet season festival playlist. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, I would highly appreciate it if you could give it a like and consider subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 350 subscribers/400 subscribers, and any support you can give is massively appreciated. Massive appreciation also goes to my YouTube moderators, specifically Elf and Dobra, who helped to suggest some of the strategies for making these videos shorter, because I know last week's 56-minute video was extremely unacceptable and I wanted to take evasive action in order to make these videos shorter, more accessible and easier to watch. I'll also be getting them and working myself to put chapters on these videos, perhaps not starting this week but maybe starting next week, so that viewers can easily move between the parts of the video that they specifically want to see. And also they can refresh themselves if they've watched it and want to come back on another day and then complete the challenges. So that's what I'm going to be doing to help this channel and to help these videos be more accessible to the community, and any support you can give me is massively appreciated and it really does help me figure these things out. So once again, thank you so much for watching. If you've got any questions or any other general things to say, please use the comment section down below, and I will hopefully see you in the next video. Bye!